Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
National Odometer Day. People were sending in, they were texting in their odometers, and somebody wants to know what yours is.
About 200,000 miles.
For real.
Yeah, there's some highway miles out there.
But really, 200,000. What year's your vehicle?
Oh,
it's not.
I thought you were talking about me, like my body. I thought that's what we were talking about.
We did get into that too.
I thought you were asking how many miles was on me. I am the Chevy Chevelle.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I've decided every morning, right before the show begins, I'm going to watch video of this jockey race just to put myself in a good mood.
What is it about it?
It's just so funny.
I mean, if you want to watch me
It's
go
just
run in the
so
parking lot,
funny.
I can just go down right now. You can look out the window, and I can just run 110s in the parking lot for the next 20 minutes.
Well, that would be okay, but it's not the same as like 20 of you doing it at the same time. That's what makes it funny.
Do you want to get an event together?
Maybe so.
I've been thinking of Chuck and Bo golf tournament.
Well,
but how about within 3 inches of Bo's height and not taller?
See, I think we should have the Chuck and Bo games. And, we could have, the race that you're talking about.
It's called between 5'3" and 6".
Okay.
That's
all right.
the race.
But this is the best video. And every time I watch it, I laugh. It puts me in a good mood. So I'm going to start doing that every day. At least until it gets old.
That reminds me.
I don't know that it will.
Yeah, maybe not. It's an awesome video. I think Bart and Edward turned us on to this, didn't they?
Many years ago, Chuck, I used to jog a lot. Okay, in 2010, fun fact about me, I haven't run 50 marathons like Greg Sankey, but I have run 2. And I say run loosely,
That
jog,
is a fun fact.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
Participated.
I
got
used
the
to
T-shirt.
jog. I used to jog the medal. Yeah.
I got you.
I used to jog
Okay.
a lot. And one day I was at the Little Rock Marathon, and they had video of the finish. And I was, how they take pictures like in these
Yeah.
events, and you go find yourself.
Right.
And that was the worst mistake I ever made, because how I felt when I was running is not what it looked like.
I'll bet not.
I looked like a wind-up toy from McDonald's going across the finish line.
Yeah.
So then I turn on this
Puffing
jockey
out
race.
Your chest,
yeah,
finish the marathon.
yeah.
I am the man.
I am the man.
Look how sturdy I am.
I feel so good.
Yeah.
Wow, let's go celebrate. And then you get back to your hotel room later that day, and you're looking at the pictures and the videos, and you're like, oh, my gosh, I did not need to see that.
I'm never doing that again.
And it's like your golf swing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Nothing worse.
Like you have in your mind what you've watched on the Golf Channel.
That's right.
And then somebody has a video or picture of your swing, and you're like, good mercy.
That's the way, yes.
I do not need that thought in my head.
People whip out their phones on the tee box and
gosh,
start filming
that
your
looks so
swing.
bad.
It's like, no, that's
Holy
not part
cow.
of the deal.
Wow, that looks like the most maybe unathletic thing you
It
could
is.
do to a golf club.
That's right. I hear you. Been there.
So Chuck's into the jockey races.
Well, it's summertime.
The actual jockeys, I mean, it is brilliant. It's not that they're
yes.
just running. It's on the racetrack, in the dirt,
Yes.
which is up to their knees, which means you can only really see them from like the neck up.
Yeah, the dirt on a horse racing track is deep. I mean, it is deep. And these guys are in full jockey regalia, and they're in the starting gates. This is like Peru or somewhere.
Jeez.
And the gates open, and all these little dudes just start running out of there at breakneck speed.
We got to meet with Oakland about
And,
this.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen. I'll have to be the ceremonial starter.
I mean, the infield would be packed. It would be
Both the pace
it would
car.
be huge.
the pace
Pace car. That's funny. But it is. If you've not seen the video, it is. It's great. I love it.
Oh man,
It's my favorite video of the summer.
welcome to Grab Butt
Yeah.
Mornings with Chuck and
Well,
Bo.
it's
we
either
are.
that or hey, let's run through the Hall of Honor inductees.
Clint Turner's on the show
Yeah.
today.
That's right.
Big year for our man Clint.
Yes.
Yeah, he's went in the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame.
Right.
I mean, it's been a big couple of years. We did the true character documentary, I guess, 2 years ago on him and Burlsworth and the fumble at Tennessee and how their paths crossed and their lives before and after. And so that was, the moment for Clint. And then Hogs Plus did the redemption story of the 99 team. And, he's one of those guys, though, that, like, his time here is so memorable. And that era was so memorable. Some players, they have that. Now, I don't know if everybody does. I mean, they all have it in their own sort of way. But some of the stories that just came out, and Houston Nutt's another one. It's like the more time that passes, the more you really appreciate that Houston Nutt era. There's just so many memories from it.
Well, the players we love, there are so many of them that come from that era. Sterner, obviously, and I know he was recruited by the previous staff, but he came into his own under Coach Nutt. And you think about McFadden and Jones and Hillis, and there were a lot of great players in that era, and we played in a lot of big games then too.
And Anthony Lucas coaching
Sure,
at PA now.
I mean,
Winning
you
games.
just start running. I mean,
Some of those guys
just
have
keep
gone on to be
rattling off the names.
So successful.
Well, and those teams too were physical teams. I mean, they were physical up front, and I know the SEC was different then, but there were still really good teams in the SEC then too. They were just in the Eastern Division, and
that's right.
That's kind of the way it was.
That was
playing
also
out
helpful.
then. Yeah, it was very helpful. But hey, those were good teams. Sterner, though, I think it was as much about how he played as it was the way he played.
Yeah.
And that was evident even before he became the starter. He just had this presence about him. And, Sterner's not a guy that, he played in the NFL, had some success in the NFL, but he's not like a legendary NFL player.
No.
But he sure maximized his time here.
It was a great time for him, obviously, and for them, and I know there's some big disappointments there too. But I'll say this about Clinton. We'll talk to him at 7:30. He's always just worn and owned the fumble, and that could destroy somebody.
It could.
I mean, it really could. And man, he's just. I admire the way he handled that then in the moment and how he's handled it ever since. He told me a story one time that he was at some bar in Nashville and some girl walked up to him and she's talking to him and they're just, whatever, carrying on a conversation. And she finally looks at him and she said, "My dad said I got to buy you a drink." And he said, "Who's your dad?" And she said, "Philip Fulmer."
That's funny.
That's been happening to him for 20 years, man.
Yeah, I would imagine. No, he always
getting more drinks from Tennessee fans.
Well, the fact that they came back and won the next year, he would not have. I doubt the story.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean the story wouldn't have the happy ending without that. So that's what made it great.
That's a good point. Have we gotten to August yet? Are we still in July, Bart? See the date. The date on here says July 29th, but there are times where you forget to change the date. And so I'm not always – there may have been one time.
One single time in a
Every
year
year
of
once. And it
show.
ruined your credibility. Plus, I read the text line. And then what they had to say about you on the text line also. And Edward, like I was thinking about Edward yesterday, like after the show. I was just kind of in my office doing some work. And I think it's time for your evaluation.
Okay. Let's do it live on air.
Oh, here we go.
Live on air.
That's the equivalent of bring it. Bring it, big guy.
Yeah.
Well, we might need to do it. We might need to do it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We need somebody to finish the show out. We don't want to do it,
I'll take it.
mid-show, and then here we are, shooting ourselves in the foot. I see Dion, by the way, who's had health problems, is not leaving Colorado. Is that right?
That story exploded, didn't it? And then it was like, I didn't really expect to hear that.
Yeah. While we were on the air yesterday, there was a lot of speculation, and then while right before the news conference out there, there were all kinds of reporters. And listen, let me take a breath.
All right.
When you read, especially Twitter, here's the thing about X, Twitter, whatever. I don't call it X.
Nobody does.
But when you read Twitter, I go there for information. I'll go there for news sources. You know, it's an easy way to scroll through and see headlines or clips of a press conference. Some coach said something.
It's a work tool.
For me personally, that's what it is. And but a lot of people also do that who are just trying to consume information. The problem is if you don't know what you're looking for or who you're listening to or what you're paying attention to or do they have any credibility, man, you can think anything in about 5 minutes. I mean, there were more people reporting yesterday that Deion was about to retire. I mean, like 20, 30, 40 different things out there about how he was about to retire. And then I just scroll. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. I haven't seen anything credible yet, though. And I get to Adam Rittenberg, who is a ESPN reporter, and he's like, never get ahead of somebody's health announcement. And I'm like, that's some wise words right there. And then sure enough, he's not retiring. And it just is a reminder, because we get into this about Arkansas, and every time we're talking about Arkansas, you've already developed your opinion and you don't necessarily listen to what people are saying. But when you're a third-party observer to somebody else's stuff, it's easier to see. And I use this as an example of all the stuff that you read and hear about the team. Maybe it's the Bengals. Maybe it's the Cowboys. But here with the Razorbacks, all the stuff you read and hear, and then you go tell your friends about. Just remember, like, where did you get that from? Where did it come from? And what is actually true about it? In fact, I think today, what about this? I don't know if I've ever actually played this game, but Bart, is this a good idea?
We're going to play a game?
Should we play 2 truths and a lie about Razorback football this year?
2 truths and a lie.
It's a good idea.
Now, I haven't played it out in my head. I don't even know what mine would be yet. But
yeah, I'm just how would that work?
I don't know. Well, you say 3 things about the season that you actually believe, but one of them you don't actually believe would be what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So
It's a prediction.
2 is true and 1's a
beliefs,
lie.
2 beliefs and 1 non-belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, I think Arkansas is going to win 7 games. I think Taylon Green is going to throw for 4,000 yards. And I think Arkansas is going to beat Notre Dame, LSU, and Texas. Now, the obvious lie is in there. But you could make it less obvious.
4,000?
And then we could guess. Yeah, maybe it's not as obvious. See, you go a little bit, 50 touchdowns.
He will win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah. Taylon Green runs for 20, throws for 20. Arkansas beats Texas, LSU, and Notre Dame. And they win 4 games.
That's it, huh?
Which one's a lie?
Yeah.
You got to guess the lie.
Yeah. I understand the premise of the game. I get it.
I mean,
It's
just-
a clever idea.
It sure is. 6:15, more cleverness in a moment.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
It's going to be a tough slog from now till the end of time.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I got a lot of respect for the league. All I said was a comment. Unfortunately, it's a factual comment that the same 6 schools have won that league for the last 60 years. You know.
Chuck, unbeknownst to any of us how, got his iPad working to watch the British Open on his own.
I play the role of dumb blonde sometimes, but the reality is I am very skilled when it comes to the iPad.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Boy, that video of Trump's caddy throwing the ball out is going
That's
viral.
so funny.
It's hilarious.
Everyone who's ever played golf, well, I shouldn't say everyone.
No.
Everyone in my group has dropped a ball like that a time or two, but that is like, oh, he was so sly the way he just dropped it.
It bounced.
And Trump goes over it like, of course that's my ball.
It was always there.
It was so funny.
It's so good. It's so good. Like, it actually, like, when I watch Trump play golf, it gives me so much confidence.
Oh.
It's like
If you've not
you
seen
just
the
believe
video,
it.
it looks like he maybe hooked a drive left over by a trap, and evidently the ball's long gone.
I don't know.
But he's got a couple of spotters, 4 caddies or whatever you want to call them, that go out there and spot his ball. And one of them's walking over there like he saw it, and then he slyly drops the ball down on the ground like that's where it is. Trump walks over there and hits it like it's his ball.
Well, he has no idea. He is, oh, yeah, it's right here. Okay, yeah. At least that's how it appears. I'm going to get that. I'm going to take that video.
Oh, it's
and
great.
anybody I hire from here on out in life,
Yeah.
I'm going to show this video, and I'm going to. That's what we need
That's
from you.
right. I want you to be just like that guy.
Bart.
That is
I got
so
Bart.
funny.
Bart, you want to play golf? Where's my ball? It's right here. It's right here, Bo.
Tip the 4 caddy. You'll always have a good lie. You'll never
my
never
gosh.
lose your golf ball.
That's so good. Oh, look at this. Your guy's 32 today.
I know.
Dak
I saw
Prescott.
that. I saw that.
Happy birthday, Dak.
Yeah, it's starting to get on up there now.
How many
that
good
window's
years-
closing.
How many good years of quarterback does Dak Prescott have in the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I'm still waiting on the first.
That's,
but no, I'm still waiting.
that was a trick question.
Yeah, you put that up on the tee right there. You really did.
I got you bad on that one.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, that's when will the Cowboys win another playoff game?
Well, I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
How does it impact the way that you feel going into a season?
Well, anytime
as
you're
a fan,
especially in the pros, and I think it's this way in college too. If you don't think your team's going to be good, you're not as excited. Like the Cardinals, for example, are terrible this year, or they're playing terribly right now, and so I'm not as interested because of that. When the Cowboys are not as good, when they're like 8-8 or 8-9 or whatever the fair to Midland record is now, I don't pay attention to it as much as I would if they were really good.
Yeah.
Like back in the glory years.
I just mean going into the season, do you always kind of have hope that maybe they'll be better than you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every year.
And so that's like the Razorbacks. When people are unexcited about college football season coming, like, we're not going to be any good, I just like, man, I don't know. You might surprise some people. And then it's like, dude, be a realist, man. And I'm like, I get that, but there's plenty of time for that. There's plenty of time for that if you're not playing well. Like, who knows what might happen?
I know there are people out there, and look, I'm not saying I've never done this, but they just have a tendency to reality is that the worst possible outcome is going to occur. That's what their reality is.
They don't want to get this whole idea of not getting your hopes up.
Well, but right, and it's viewed if you're positive, if hey, I think maybe they're going to figure out a way this year. It's like you're people act like you're just from a different planet.
I just have this thought that these people grew up with somebody like this, and I'll play this role real quick for you in life. This is how they grew up. Hey, man. We're gonna go to we're gonna go on vacation, and we're gonna get on jet skis, and then we're gonna go scuba diving, and then we're gonna have like this 5-course meal, and like it's all in one day. It's gonna be amazing. I know you've always wanted to jet ski. I know you've always wanted to get certified to scuba dive. You don't even have to get certified, and you're gonna see like these most amazing exotic fish underwater right by the resort. And then they get to the resort and say, "Yeah, that's not happening. I was just kidding." and by the way, we have a parking lot pole that you see in Branson as you drive in, around it with a chain link fence around it. This is your vacation.
Well,
I think these people, this is how they grew up. Just what they like. Just, people just promise you your whole life that amazing things were going to happen, and you got there, and there was a little tiny pool in the middle of a parking lot surrounded by a chain link fence.
It's like Tom Hart saying
what happened?
The Tilly Willy Bridge it was just a bridge.
And so they've conditioned themselves. Like, can I hear from you today? Like, can you please explain this to me? I want to understand. 877-377-6963. I mean, whine a little bit. Just get it out. Like, just get these emotions and these feelings out about how of all of life you've just been let down. You've been promised and promised and promised. And you show up, and it's just never true. You thought that about your marriage. You thought that about your vacation. You thought that about your kid. You're so disappointed in everybody. And you're like, dang it, I just can't do this football thing anymore where people tell me that they might win 7 games. We're going to win 6 at best. I can't let my heart be broken again. I mean, seriously, what is the deal? Am I wrong?
Well, there are, I'm sure, people that
I think there's a lot of truth in that for some people.
There. And you really got into
Dang it, I got a brand new mower, and it doesn't even, of course it doesn't work. This is my life. These are the kinds of things that happen to me.
Okay, Matt Foley.
Yeah.
I got a new
The
truck.
Razorbacks are going to be terrible.
I got a new truck, and I got 1 mile from the dealership, and the front wheel fell off. I mean, seriously, people, come on. I'm a realist. So what you're saying is life has been tough. Heard that. Gotcha. You know, it could have to do with your mindset a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I went to a Tony Robbins seminar a couple of weeks ago, and sounds like maybe you got a broken thinking box up here.
You really did sound like Mad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, when you said thinking box there,
Let me tell you, kids.
You're really into character right now.
As it turns out, you're not gonna amount to jack squat.
That's pretty good.
That really is good.
That's pretty good.
That really is good.
I'm sweating.
You really are. I'm sweating, and I'm not doing a thing.
So is Chris Farley.
As you go out there, you're gonna be in a van.
Yeah.
Edward can't hear you talking on the phone.
Bo's screaming.
Get him
so
out of
loud.
here! I want to
Edward
talk to
can't
him.
talk
Now
to
I
the-
sound like Adam Sandler.
I can't hear anything because
Get him
of
out
you.
of here! I want to talk to him. That sounds like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I can't hear you because Bo is hollering. You're right.
Put him on the air.
Just bring him on
Who
cold.
is it? We don't like. Let's talk. Hello. Who we have?
Hey, Bo, calm down, man.
Okay.
Let me holler a little bit.
Cecil.
Cecil's back.
Cecil. Hello.
A
Good
voice
morning.
of reason.
What's up, fella?
Dragged him
What's
out
up?
of the-
reason.
We dragged you out of the wilderness.
I came out the shell, man.
Yeah, we've
man.
been missing you.
I've been missing y'all too, man. I just been working, busy, getting black out there in that sun.
I
My
know.
God.
It's crazy.
Wow. Hey, I just jumped on, but I heard when Bo said about this 6 and 7 game seasons, man. Hey, this is just how I feel. You know, I'm really hoping that we can be very competitive this year, and I'm really hoping that we win a lot of games. I mean, I can't put a number on it, but I want to go to a good bowl, and I want to be competitive. That's about all I can say, because I am so tired, just like Bo said about the 6 and 7 now. We're going to have to do better. And I'm not saying coaching change, but I'm just hoping Coach do well this year, because I'm thinking everybody's getting a little tired, man.
Well, what do you feel? How do you feel about the season, Cecil? What are you
Well,
thinking, man?
I'm always excited, Bo.
Okay.
I mean, because
that's fair. I like that. I'm good with that.
yeah, I'm excited every year. There's no way. I mean, I'm a Razorback, Arkansas Razorback. You know, and it's just the way it is. But you want to win the game also. I mean, we lost some really good games. Now, I go to all the home games, and I was really talking trash on the way up to Fayetteville when we played LSU, and we got smashed. And then we got smashed against Ole Miss. They control the narrative big time. I mean, they was really powerful. You could see the strength of the team, man. And they was just bigger than us and stronger than us. And I'm hoping that oh my God, my alarm's going off.
Oh my!
I'm hoping that
You beat your alarm this morning. You got up before you're so ahead of life today.
Oh yes,
What a
and I'm gonna
guy.
tell you something. Bo. I'm 60 calendar years old now, and I get up every day and I work 6-7 days a week, and I can't complain. Right now, I feel great. I mean, you know how you get up, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how you get up in the mornings and you stiff, and you gotta the weight gotta get on your feet, and until you gotta get really, your body gotta level out. So today, man, I just got up. I ain't even drank any coffee.
Yeah.
I got a blood pressure thing that I check on my phone.
Okay.
It was had 54 beats. Everything was okay today, so I feel really great. And I said, let me call my buddies, man.
I'm so glad.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad you did. We've been asking
Y'all
about
know I
you.
miss y'all.
Been wondering
Y'all
where
know
you
I
at.
miss y'all.
Yeah.
Nice.
Glad you called, man.
Thank you, Cecil.
Do it again. Do it
Yeah,
again.
y'all-
All right.
Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, Chuck,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you all right, man?
I'm good.
He's all right. He got a new
Well, I
truck.
know you was under the weather last. Don't think I ain't keeping up with you, Chuck. I got a track on you. I got a track on you.
Yeah, I had a bad day last week,
was-
one day, but I'm okay. I'm not. It
Okay,
passed,
well, you
quickly.
You know I'll be listening now. If I wasn't, I wouldn't know that.
I appreciate it, Cecil. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Cecil.
man. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, man. That's not entirely true because we did like alert the world. We had churches praying all over Arkansas for you. Like it was you were on, so you don't have to be listening to the show that know that Chuck was
I did
having
not
a bad
listen
day
that morning, no.
because we sent out the alert.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good.
We
Thank you.
sent out-
Whatever you did, it worked because I was fine the next day.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you. Yeah, we let everybody know. That's so good to hear from Cecil.
It really is.
I do relate. I think a lot of people do. When you get up, snap, crackle, pop.
Am I
don't
gonna limp?
stretch. Don't stretch too hard. You
That's
might pull
right.
something.
Am I going to limp Am I going to limp like this all day, or is this going to go away here in about 15 minutes?
It's so true. It's so true. Hey, listen, if you wake up and you just need to see a friendly face, just wait till the bank opens. Go into First Security
There you
Bank,
go.
and you'll find somebody smiling at you. You won't know why they're smiling, but the truth is they're happy, probably about where they work and their job, and they enjoy it.
I was in there 2 days ago, and it was great.
They'll just give you a
Greeted,
smile,
greeted,
whatever you
yeah.
need. It's, it's customer service at its best, and more convenient locations all over the state of Arkansas, helping you bank better. First Security Bank's the official bank of the Chuck and Bo Show. FSBank.com. You can bank online. Check them out online. First Security Bank member FDIC. Bart, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm great.
You sit over there. You're deep into the laptop, and there's a situation room moment that's coming, and. We have anything to look for? You want to tease anything? You want to tell people what you're about to do?
No, I mean
We'll just do it. We'll just do it when
Bart's
we come
just
back.
really unassuming over there today. You just kind of,
I'm looking into some stuff. I'm just seeing what's out there.
I'm gonna need a water after that.
I was gonna
whole
say we're gonna have to
charade. I
Yeah,
put
you
on.
might need that flight by England.
But I mean, like, seriously, people, can we just maybe get over the fact that life is always not going our way? Is it okay? I mean, it could be today. Hey, listen, you ready for this? Today could be your day.
Wow. That is awesome.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, guys, you hear us talk about the Sweatin' 'em Edge on the Chuck and Bo Show. You've got your summer lineup set, but what about your skincare? Sun, sweat, and all that time outside takes a toll. Hit up the spa at Sweatin' 'em Cosmetic Surgery for a facial or sun damage repair. It's not just for the ladies, guys. Call 479-966-4174. Again, that's 479-966-4174 and get your skin in the game.
Summer storms and heavy rains can sneak up fast, so make sure your gutters are ready to handle it all. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with 30 years of experience, installs seamless gutters made on site to protect your home. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job is hydro tested, and each one comes with a 20-year warranty. Proudly serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if you're outside those areas, just give them a call or a text. Schedule your free inspection today at hoggutters.com.
You want to talk about washed? You're being brainwashed by idiots. You're following idiots.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
feel like it's kind of my duty to keep Chuck moving. And so I'm just saying, I think one more experience this summer.
I might have one.
Just one
I
more.
might have one left in me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right.
We've watched a lot of videos in
You
here.
guys were wearing out some Saturday Night Live in the break there.
Yeah. We could have. Oh, sure. We could have been preparing for the next segment. Sure, we could have been. Sure, we could have
Who
been.
needs that?
Well, I mean, I feel like you feel better unprepared.
Really?
Yeah, you feel.
Does it seem that way?
Yeah, you feel better.
Does it seem that way?
Confidently winging it.
Well, okay.
That's I think that's the expression.
But it was a funny video. Bart has a thing for funny videos.
Yeah, he should make some. How about making?
It should be the
How
star.
about making some segments for a show we do in the morning? How about that?
Yeah.
Look, you can listen, Bart. You can either be in the crowd or you can create content for the crowd. Which one do you want to do? You want to be in the Saturday Night Live audience, or do you want to be
that
the
does sound
writer?
fun.
You want to be the writer of the Chuck and Bo Show jokes?
Sometimes they just
one.
write themselves.
Give us a good one, Bart. Give us a good one.
A good what?
A good joke.
On
A
the
skit.
spot?
Anything. Well, no, you could have done it during the break, but now that we're here.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right.
Well, you said you had more to say about the dark cloud.
I
or
did.
something.
No, I did. Here's what's interesting about the people that don't want to get their expectations up because they don't want to be let down again.
Uh-huh.
You know, we talked about maybe how they grew up or what happened in life.
Do you have some unresolved childhood trauma?
What maybe happened in life that led to this.
Yeah.
And we can all relate to that. But at some point, you got to be able to realize that you could be excited about something and maybe it doesn't work out.
When did this bad attitude start? You got to
Yeah.
trace it back sometimes.
But I do want to like the idea that I'm not going to get my hopes up is just something I sort of chuckle at because I don't believe it. No matter what you say, you still go in hoping they're going to win the game. But you've managed to have such a sour attitude that when they lose, it's not that you lack disappointment. It's that you already got yourself in that really low place before you even needed to. And so now you're already there. But the point is like, you actually forced that on yourself, and you're spending way more time in this like terrible place and feeling unnecessarily. Like, just enjoy or be disappointed, whatever happens. But I also find this to be true. Isn't it interesting when something doesn't go our way and we're disappointed, we're frustrated, and we immediately start blaming people, anybody that we can think of.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this rare occasion where there is nobody to blame.
Oh, there's
and
always someone to blame.
And you have to deal with the fact that it's just you.
Nah, you're right.
And I think sports allows us to take, this is deep, to take all of these moments in life that we wanted to blame on somebody else, and we couldn't. And it all just comes out when our team loses. And the coach should be fired for all of these feelings that we have.
Well,
and they always lose. They always suck. It's always, this is why I'm not a fan and I don't get my hopes up.
You're driving down College Avenue. You run into one-lane traffic. It's backed up. You're so mad by the time you get into double lanes. Well, we got to fire Sam Pittman. I'm so mad.
And we're going to suck at football.
That's
again.
right. Our roads are bad. Our football team's terrible. My gosh, and I got to listen to those guys in the morning tell me everything's going to be okay.
Yes.
Every single one of these people ought to be fine. We all do that.
Quit
We work,
telling me
and
that.
look, I do it. I mean, everybody does it. You work yourself into, I mean, and now, and I will admit, I am as guilty of this as anyone. You've had a bad day, you're running errands and things don't go quite right. And you're finally, you're finally on your way home, and then something happens again. Somebody's got to get fired.
Yeah.
I mean, someone has to get fired. That city planner.
Yeah.
We got to vote in a new mayor. We got to do something. Fire the president of the bank.
Something's gotta happen.
Somebody's head's got to
Somebody's
roll.
got to take it.
That's right.
Somebody's got to take it off me because I'm special.
Well,
and I deserve better.
That's why Bart sits over there.
Yeah. Bart, what is in the Situation Room today? Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. You and your white Razorback hat with the red Razorback
One of the
logo.
good guys. One of the good guys.
And you look like, what do they call
This is
that?
a new hat.
What do they call?
And
you
it's
got
a nice one.
What do we say? You look fresh. You look clean.
Fresh. That's the word.
Sure.
You got some drip today.
Okay. Is fresh still a word, or is that
I
like
don't know.
out of the
Is
D?
it in
You
the
know,
slang-o-matic?
Did the kids say fresh? Still?
I have not heard that.
I think some people say
no,
fresh.
But it's kind of an old expression by now, isn't it?
I can tell you that's not a word I've heard in a long time.
I said some people. I didn't specify the
I don't know.
demographics.
I don't know. Let me call Lennox and ask her. See if my 14-year-old daughter's up.
She's 6:45.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
These kids now, they got all kinds of activities in the
So
summer.
this is what I have. You know, the ESPN Football Power Index is a thing, and you can debate its merits or like how much you care about it, but it's another power rating system, right? It rates teams based on offense, defense, special teams, all the things, right?
Do we have any idea who's responsible for this?
ESPN Analytics.
Again, I'll ask again.
Those people.
Let me double down.
I think
on the
on
question.
I think on the old.
Who are these people?
I think on the old show we actually had one of those people on.
We did.
I don't remember it being a memorable interview.
Didn't they, like years ago?
I think that guy went on to build a Tesla.
I mean, they had this Next Gen became a big advertiser on ESPN, and all of a sudden, it was like ESPN Analytics. I always just figured it's when Next Gen got in on it.
So this is why I'm coming to this, because there are a couple of interesting things here to go along with the conversation we're having. The Football Power Index.
Yeah.
Please be additive. Thank you.
Am I usually not?
Well, I just I feel like things are going very well, and I just want to make sure you're spicing it up.
Okay. Arkansas has a 64% chance of winning 6 or more games this year, so better than half the time.
That's the ESPN index thing.
This
Yep,
is
64.
This is Baby Billy's lab coats.
Yeah.
And how about this? Percentage chance to make the college football playoff, 8%.
Oh, wow.
Better than 7.
8%. I think that's better than a lot of people would have said.
Yeah.
Or guessed.
Yeah. How about that?
But again, like if you can find a way to navigate the schedule and get to
Wait,
hey,
are you doing 2 truths and a lie already?
No, I'm just saying.
All right, I got a question. I was listening yesterday, and it was on a show in Oklahoma. Pardon me for interrupting, but does 9-3, if you're out of the SEC, does 9-3 get you to the playoffs?
That's what I was gonna say.
All right.
If you manage to navigate the schedule and you end up with 9 wins, you're going to be at least in the conversation out of the SEC for a spot in the college football playoff.
Because I was on a show over there late yesterday, and the guy I was talking to.
Wait, you were on a show or you were listening to a show?
I was on a show.
You
over
were
in
a guest on a
Oklahoma.
show?
I was a guest on a show.
When were you going to tell us?
Well, I didn't think it was that big a deal.
You got to get permission.
You have to have written permission. It's in my contract. I can't do that. But they think, because he said, if the Sooners go 9-3, they're going to be in the college football playoff. And I'm thinking, is 9-3 going to get you in?
Yes.
Do your
but it didn't last year.
Well, right. I mean, people say, well, 9-3 get you. I'm not sure that's right. I don't know, but they believe that.
It feels right.
They believe that.
It feels right, but is it right?
Well, the question is, does 9-3 get you to 4th place in a 16-team SEC? I don't know.
That we got to take a break.
Yeah,
but
Edwards over there going nuts.
But this is why, Chuck, I don't get my hopes up. This is why I don't get my hopes up. Because if Arkansas wins 9 games, they're still going to get left out.
Every
So I don't
other
even wanna-
9 team will get in.
I don't even know what the point is of winning 9 games. We
Let's
just
get to
left
9
out.
wins and argue. I mean, let's do it.
Let's do that.
You can tell I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's. Hey, Hey, if you've been thinking about a new ride, now's the time to make it happen. That's because Chevy of Fayetteville is kicking off their summer drive deals with some of the best offers you'll get all year. Trailblazers starting at $23,000, Colorados from only $30,000, the new Equinox EVs from just $30,000. No matter what you're looking for, these deals are real and they won't last long. So don't wait. Head over to Chevy of Fayetteville today. Together, let's drive.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yingling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yingling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yingling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
We never thought much about power outages until we had one during the worst possible time. As a busy mom, there are plenty of challenges in a day. But with Paschal, power outages don't have to be one of them. A whole home generator installed by the pros at Paschal gave me back my peace of mind. The process was easy and understandable. Now, I don't have to worry about losing power when storms arrive. Get a free estimate today and keep the power on with a whole home generator from Paschal. Professional people, professional service. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Does the show feel like it's always a friendly environment? I was going to say, just like
I guess it depends on which side of the fence you're on.
It's friendly. Sometimes you get yelled at, but I mean, it's still friendly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
rules is to take Chuck out and make him uncomfortable in public settings.
You're
Just get
assuming
him
you haven't.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, we ran this hour right into the
absolutely.
ground, and we are
overtime.
Yeah, we're gonna have to refuel. We have to
We're gonna
land,
blow this thing
we're
up
gonna have to
here.
land in Tulsa, and then we'll reroute
Take a bus back over.
to X and A. But luckily, we'll be able to manage. Yeah, Dak Prescott's 32 today. Martina McBride, Chuck, have you ever heard of Martina
I
McBride?
have.
song?
I am familiar with Martina McBride. I'm not
Yeah.
sure I can name you a song, but I know who she is.
Is it Independence Day, her song?
That's right.
Yeah, 59. National Lasagna Day. Who doesn't like a good lasagna?
Man, it is good.
I don't know a single person.
Yeah, I don't
And as
either.
Bart pointed out yesterday when we were trying to figure out what went wrong with Hooters, where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, something went
Why
wrong
are all the
somewhere.
Hooters closing? National Chicken Wing Day today. By the way, is Red Lobster ever going out of business?
Oh,
They've been telling us they're going out of business, but the parking lot is still full.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, if you're struggling to get your Social Security disability, or you're buried in debt thinking about bankruptcy, don't wait. You need a legal team that knows how to fight for Arkansans.
That's why you can trust Cadell Reynolds. Bill Reynolds and his team know how to get results when it matters most. Whether it's personal injury, disability, or bankruptcy, they've got your back.
Dial 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com today.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
As a play-by-play announcer, my eyes are everything. I need to see every detail on the field to call the game the right way. So when cataracts started affecting my vision, I knew I couldn't wait. I went to Dr. Betts and the team at McDonald Eye Associates. And truthfully, I wish I'd done it years ago. The difference is incredible. The whole experience was professional, easy, and honestly life-changing. If your vision's holding you back, take it from me. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule your appointment with McDonald Eye Associates today.
Hey, it's Bo. And for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Thank y'all for your show. It's a great format in the morning. It's really nice to have knowledgeable people to wake up to and listen to. So thank y'all.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I had an experience with Hugh Freeze. He made it sound to me like he had no choice but to bring Jackson to media days because Jackson needs that kind of reassurance. He was telling other media people, we have to ask DJ Durkin, our defense, to make sure that practice does not end without Jackson feeling confident.
That's like doing a show with Chuck. I'm like, hey, we got to make sure the show ends with Chuck feeling good so he comes back tomorrow.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I'm writing down my 2 truths and a lie about football season.
All right.
I want to come up with something decent, and you know how challenging that is for me.
Yes.
So I'm working on it over here.
How's it going?
Well, I'm getting slightly more confident by the minute. But
I think it might be
so
a good
far,
bit.
so far, and you can figure out whether it's a truth or a lie. Sam Pittman gets carried off the field against Notre Dame.
Well, if they win, he will.
That's you see where this is
I
going.
I do.
You can't just beat Talen's numbers and records.
I hear you.
And we got to have
spice it up a little bit.
2 truths and a lie about the season. It's a prediction thing, and it's what you think could happen this year. And we got to pick the one that's not true. 877-377-6963.
You're committing to this now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not expecting great participation here. Frankly, because I don't want to be disappointed. You know what I mean? If I get my hopes up, then I might be disappointed.
I understand.
So I have no expectations or hope that anybody's going to participate and give me 2 truths and a lie about the upcoming season. And then we pick this. Just so you know, I'm not counting on it. I'm not counting on it. You can't hurt my feelings.
Whoa.
I don't have any expectations.
Okay.
I don't have any hopes of anything good happening to me. So therefore, you can't hurt my feelings.
Okay.
I'm protected in this bubble of nothing.
So what do you got?
Well, that was it.
Oh, that was it?
I got one.
Oh, okay.
I can make up a couple. You want me to?
No,
just give you a couple on the fly?
You had this determined look on your face over there, like I got 5 or 6 things written.
Okay, here you go. Number 1, the
Okay.
2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Sam Pittman gets carried off the field after the Notre Dame game on the shoulders of his players. A giant cloud cover hovers over War Memorial Stadium, cooling it off to 73 degrees
Man, I hope
at
that
kickoff
happens.
when they play A-State. Arkansas wins by 22 in Memphis. 2 truths and a lie. Which one's the lie?
Bart?
See, this
Well,
is
the lie.
Are these
the-
your
the
truths?
Wait a
lie-
second.
No,
Yeah.
hang
If
on,
you
hang
tell
on,
me,
hang on.
tell me this is no fun unless we're drinking, I'm going home.
Well,
Because Bart's like, give me a beer, right? This isn't any fun.
I didn't say that.
Here's one right here.
I
Yingling right
would
there.
say I would say the lie is Sam getting carried off the field.
you don't think
Why
they
is
carry
that,
him
Bart?
off the field?
That I think is the lie. Like if you wouldn't have included that part, I might have been inclined to go
Okay.
with a different direction.
Okay.
But I think that's
All
the
right.
lie.
Yeah, well, I started with a lie.
Yeah. I think there's a better chance
not-
of the weather being good at War Memorial Stadium and winning by 22 at Memphis.
Yeah,
than there
well,
is
it's
of-
not like
of
it's
Sam
not
getting
like
carried off the
it's not
field.
because they won't win or because they couldn't carry him off the field. I don't think he would allow it to happen.
That's what I'm saying. There's
He's got that new hip.
there's no chance.
I think we know exactly.
Not pulling a reverse Rudy or anything. There's no chance.
I think here's what would happen if they went to pick Sam up after a win over Notre Dame. Here's what he'd be.
No, hell no.
That's exactly right.
No, hell no.
That's what
I'm not saying it for any reason other than to carry him off the field.
If they beat Notre Dame and they try to carry him off the field, he's going to let him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah?
absolutely.
I agree with that.
Now they
I
gotta-
agree with
see,
that.
now
Are
they
you
have
kidding
to.
me?
Now they have
Are
to.
you kidding me? If they beat Notre Dame and they try to carry him off the field, he's not going to stop him.
Now they have to, because I want to
Okay.
see it. They
All
have
right.
to. They got to do
That
it
is
for
a
me.
visual. That is
I
a
want to see
visual.
that. They have to. What about
what does the football power index say about that?
What about Petrino and Pittman both getting carried off the field, and it looks like they're playing chicken in a pool?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
These two guys.
Yeah.
I don't think that part's going to happen.
Oh my gosh. That's a horrifying.
No, they're
I
not
bet
actually
AI
doing
could-
it, but there's two of them, and they're up there, and that's what it looks like.
I bet AI could generate that image for us. Do you want me to try?
Yeah, that should be like the game day. We need the Chuck and Bo Show game day cartoons.
graphics.
Yeah, the game day graphic cartoon. That's.
Let me see what I can do right now.
Edward can do that.
Edward, that might gain us 100 followers or something on social media.
I don't know if I'll post it, but it might be funny for us to look at.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you can't post that.
Generate me an image.
No, jeez, this is incredible.
Sam Pittman.
While we're at it, so look, while you're thinking about Two Truths and a Lie, because I know people are.
They are.
I know
As they drive down the street. I'm
really
thinking about
just
it.
going into deep thought about this quickly. I can just tell. Look at these texts coming in. People are they're deep in thought about this. Also, I'd like to throw. Can I throw something else in?
Please.
Your favorite chain restaurant.
Well, yeah, it's funny reading the text
Hooters,
line.
Red
Hooters and
Lobster.
Red Lobster. I mean, that's dominated the discussion. I mean, all you got to do is bring it up.
Yeah.
And
Do you eat fast food on the road? Do you stop at like McDonald's?
sometimes when I'm on the road, if for no other reason, you know what you're going to get, and it's convenient.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
that's pretty
You
much
know?
what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
So I mean,
I think
that's
you covered
the,
it all right there.
Yeah, well, that's the deal.
Yeah,
That's
you know
why
what
yes.
you're gonna get,
The
and
answer
it's
to your
convenient.
question is yes, I do.
Yeah, sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
Traylon Burks headlines. You ready? Traylon Burks, man.
That's a bad deal.
Waived by the Titans. He got $2.5 million though this year. Of his guarantee for this year, but obviously he got a guarantee. I don't remember what it was when he signed as a first-round draft pick.
There's a saying in the pros, and man, it's cold, but you can't help the club in the tub. And it's not as though
that's business,
injuries are your fault necessarily.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
just the business side of it. And the Titans have poured a lot of money into Traylon Burks, and so far they've not gotten anything back. Again, it's not anything he's done wrong. It's just he's hurt, and
So-
you can't play when you're hurt.
Can I make a bold prediction?
Yeah.
Traylon Burks becomes a Dallas
Well,
Cowboy.
that's what everybody's saying. But here's the
Well,
deal.
I didn't know that. I didn't see. I
Look,
haven't read that anywhere. I
I'd
didn't know.
love for Traylon Burks to be a Cowboy, but Traylon Burks has got to get on the field and play.
Yeah, but-
I mean, that's the deal.
Sometimes.
But Uncle Jerry, I guarantee you, has already picked up the phone and said, "Hey, come on down here to Dallas.
Oh,
we'll
he
figure something
can't
out."
hurt. I mean, he can't hurt. That's for sure.
Sometimes even with like injuries and stuff, a change of scenery is needed and can help. Like you get a different medical staff, different Look, no, and that's not saying anything negative about like Tennessee's medical staff or anything. Obviously.
Yeah, like boy, they misdiagnosed that broken collarbone.
Right, exactly. But sometimes like just a change of scenery can help.
No,
And,
you're right.
Like it just changes everything for you.
And I hope that's the case for him. But he's got to be out there on the field playing. What do you got over there?
Picture.
Oh,
You got to check the
Look in the group text.
check the text.
Oh boy.
Look at that.
Oh my.
see?
I don't know that I ever needed to see that. I don't know. I don't know that
kind of.
I
Not
don't
in
know
high
that
definition.
AI is not going to replace human beings. Every time I see one of these things, this is not replacing human beings.
I just showed
It's
it on
good.
YouTube.
It's clever. It's great.
I could
But
have
it's
gone
so
without that.
unrealistic.
I could have gone without that.
That's ridiculous.
Hey,
Well-
give me one of Chuck. Give me one of Chuck getting
No.
carried off the field.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Headset and all. I want to see headset and all. On it.
The point is, I see some of this AI stuff, and it is good, it is clever, but that's going to replace human beings. No, it's not.
Can we talk about Sam Pittman and this AI generated
Yeah, it
photo?
doesn't look like
It doesn't even look like it.
No.
That's
It
awful.
doesn't look like Petrino.
Yeah, it's disappointing. They can't. Who
That was
is-
Twitter's AI.
Who is
I've
this?
never
Who are these people?
I've never seen Bobby Petrino smile like that in my entire life, by
Yeah,
the way.
that doesn't look like Petrino either.
It's terrible.
AI is it's fascinating.
Oh, it is fascinating, but it is also like, it's not all that.
Let me see if I can refine this.
I love how we just entertain ourselves. It's so embarrassing. It's so great. Okay, 2 truths and a lie about football season. 877-377-6963.
That's Sterner at 7:30, right?
Yep. 2 truths and a lie about the upcoming season. I'm looking at the text line. I don't really see anything good here.
Everything's about Hooters and Red Lobster.
Yeah. What? Honestly, I'll take that. We can do that. We did it briefly yesterday. We could do this for a segment.
What?
What was the downfall of Hooters? What happened? What do you think went wrong?
Well,
who's going to say it?
What do you think happened? Where did it go?
Fayetteville was serving too much booze.
Yeah, didn't they have an issue out there years ago?
I mean,
guys got overserved.
That could have been a one-off, but I think what I'm talking about is just from a corporate standpoint.
Right.
What did they fail to keep up with? Where did they make their mistake? Did it start in HR? 7:13. Good morning.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Summer storms and heavy rains can sneak up fast, so make sure your gutters are ready to handle it all. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with 30 years of experience, installs seamless gutters made on site to protect your home. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job is hydro-tested, and each one comes with a 20-year warranty. Proudly serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if you're outside those areas, just give them a call or a text. Schedule your free inspection today at hoggutters.com.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
All right, guys, you hear us talk about the Sweating 'em Edge on the Chuck and Bo Show. You've got your summer lineup set, but what about your skincare? Sun, sweat, and all that time outside takes a toll. Hit up the spa at Sweating 'em Cosmetic Surgery for a facial or sun damage repair. It's not just for the ladies, guys. Call 479-966-4174. Again, that's 479-966-4174 and get your skin in the game.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Safe Sports Radio.
That's special.
Is there anything worse than being in a line at a convenience store and you got a lottery ticket, Byron? It tests every bit of patience, religion, everything good in your life, it tests.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, that's a better AI image of Petrino and Pittman getting carried off.
But it's
the
still
field.
not any good.
I've got a third one coming.
It doesn't look like him.
But it's still not good.
This one's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't get their faces right. I don't know why AI can't get their faces right.
You can tell that. I mean, you can spot it a mile away.
These
I mean,
random players that are
I
on
know.
the team.
One of them's
wearing an Under Armour headband, too.
Yeah, that's a pretty dead giveaway right there. One of them, I can't even make out what's on the front
Chuck,
of his
do
jersey.
Do it again. Do that passionate. Do it again if you're passionate about how AI can't replace humans.
It's terrible. That stuff's awful.
He's like, hey, they can't replace humans. They're not replacing us. Dang it. Look at this crap. AI is not going to take my job away from me.
It's not.
I will do a show.
It's not.
Not AI.
It's not. I'm just not sold on it.
I don't want AI taking my order. I want to talk to Sally or Freddie. Let them take my order.
I do.
I agree with that, by the way. I do.
All right, try that one I just sent.
Okay, we got to quit doing
Last
this.
one. Well, this is the last one.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, are you going to... Oh, wow.
That's the best of the three. But it's still clearly fake.
Is that Kirk Ferentz?
No, it's the former Michigan State coach before Mel Tucker.
Oh, D'Antonio?
Yes.
Is that Mark D'Antonio?
Yes, look at him. What in the world?
Also, why
Look
does
at the jersey.
Why does one of the players not have Arkansas on
Well,
his jersey?
one of
This is
the players
unlistenable.
has Razorbacks, the other has nothing on
I
there.
apologize. This is unlistenable. Let's get back to whatever we
brutal.
Yeah. Parker Coyle is coming back to the Razorbacks. How about that? Thank you for the headlines, Bart.
Yeah.
I mean, Traylon Burks isn't in here, but I mean, he only got broke a collarbone and got cut. But I mean, yesterday's news, I guess.
That is the cold part of pro football right there. You get hurt and then you get cut.
How much did he? Can you tell me how much he did get guaranteed? Burks.
Yeah, I can find.
All right, so Parker Coyle will return next season. He announced yesterday he'll be a senior next year, lefty for the Razorbacks. Brewers drafted him in the 16th round, and the deadline for teams to sign their draft picks was Monday afternoon. So anybody that didn't sign yesterday is, in all probability, coming back. They also picked up a commitment from a JUCO, or maybe he signed. I can't remember if he signed or committed, but this JUCO pitcher, Jacob Emoto. So just a couple of roster updates for the Razorback baseball team.
Coyle's kind of an interesting situation there because prior to NIL, he might very well have signed a contract as a 16th round pick and gone on that route.
Several of these guys.
Yeah, and for a person who's in that spot, I mean, if you're a 16th round pick, I mean, it can go either way. And the odds are probably not with you. Doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means the odds aren't with you. And you got the guarantee of coming back to college. So I just think his is an interesting case. We focus on the guys that are obviously going and how much money they're going to get. But this NIL stuff, as it pertains to a lot of these sports, it's the ones that might go, might come back, could go either way. Those are the ones where you've got a chance to sway somebody and keep them.
Yeah. And baseball is a different animal than
it is.
Basketball and really even football. What do you have, Bart, on Traylon Burks?
So his rookie contract had $14.4 million guaranteed.
Okay. And I think he got $2 million this year, even though he's not going to play a game. I mean, obviously, he got paid.
Well, this year's base
more than
salary
that.
was 2.7. So,
and in fairness,
his base salary. I mean,
and in fairness, if you're the Titans and you hear that money, I mean, how much more do you keep paying?
He also got a $7.6 million signing bonus. So.
Okay,
add that up
that was the part I was wondering about. Yeah,
add that up, the guaranteed money and the signing bonus. I mean,
but Traylon Burks was expected to be. I know his expectation, and I think any of us that watched him was to be a superstar in the NFL. I mean, maybe that's a little strong, but a guy that had 2, 3, 4 contracts.
The talent to be a number one guy has always been there.
Yeah, he's just been hurt. And I don't know. I ran into a Titans fan, and they were telling me that he'll go somewhere else and be a Pro Bowler. It's the luck of the Titans.
There's some truth to that.
You know, I'm like, yeah, he'll probably be a star for the Cleveland Browns.
Ever since they fired Mike Vrabel.
But he'll get picked up, right? I mean,
somebody will give him a chance.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he's only 20. What? I mean, 25, 26.
If that, yeah.
Is he
he's
that
20.
old?
He's 25.
25.
Someone will give him a look. You've got to remember, though, we're the ones that, because we saw him at his best, we're the ones that are talking about Treylon as though he is a potential star. Around the NFL, I wonder if he's viewed as a potential star or if he's viewed as a guy that can't get on the field.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
No, that's
and
how
again,
they talk. That's right.
He's not done anything wrong.
No.
I'm not suggesting that at all.
No, you're taking
that's the cold part of the NFL.
But you're giving like the insight to
Right.
the way the NFL operates. All you got to do to see that, watch Hard Knocks. Just watch training camp. I mean, I hear radio guys, on Sirius XM that are doing college stuff now talk about their days in the NFL and how grueling it was to go through training camp and give everything you have, and every night go to bed wondering if you're going to get a knock on your door and the coach wants to see you and bring your playbook. I mean, that is a different kind of stress right there.
Well, and I'm sure all these guys, there's not a day passes where they don't do something, as it pertains to their professional career, whether it's lifting weights or whatever.
Well, let's just, you're an offensive lineman, and it's, again, we're just talking about how the NFL works. And just from the stories we've heard, and obviously we haven't experienced it, but, say you're an NFL offensive lineman, you've spent 12 years in the trenches, man. I mean, your body is just brutalized. And the knock's coming that you're not going to be good enough this year. And there's no loyalty. There's no hey, man, appreciate everything you did for us. We're going to give you a nice package on the way out the door. It's just thanks for your 12 years, Chuck. You are cut.
Well, I was thinking about during the NFL season last year, the Ravens kicker, who was, the best in the business for a long time. And all of a sudden he started missing, and then it got into his head. Tucker, yeah. And then he couldn't make one.
And he's great.
He's great. Arguably, certainly one of the top 10 kickers of all time. And, he started missing, and he was out of there, man. He was gone. Now, they gave him a little bit of extra.
There were some other things going on.
There were, but that's not why they cut him. That's not why they cut him. They cut him because he was missing field goals. No. This is pro football, boys.
Yeah,
they don't cut you because you're a bad apple off the field.
Yeah, this is the NFL.
Yeah, he got cut because he missed field goals.
See Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of lives in the NFL. If you're performing. But if you're not,
he also has been suspended by the league for the first 10 games of the season.
I understand that, but Bart, when he started missing field goals, nobody knew about that. Everyone and Harbaugh and all those guys were saying he'll be judged by his performance just like everybody else. He did not get cut because he was doing anything other than missing field goals. Let's be honest about that.
If you perform in the NFL, you can get away with a lot of things. I think we've seen that too. All right. Well, 2 truths and a lie will be sometime next week because we're not getting the participation that I desperately hoped for. I didn't get any from you. I didn't get any from Bart. I didn't get any from Edwards.
I'm still trying to understand it, really. I'm still trying to process all of it.
It's hard to play when the truths are your self-belief truths.
One man's truth is another man's lie.
I gave you 3 things, and you guys guessed, and it was so much fun.
Yeah. We're all having fun.
I know. Let me just tell you guys, I'm coming after you, and I'm going to use Cadell Reynolds to help me. If you're dealing with a personal injury, struggling to get Social Security disability, or drowning in debt, you don't have to do it alone. You can call the team that fights for our Kansans. Bill Reynolds and the attorneys at Cadell Reynolds know how to get results when it matters most. From car wrecks to denied disability claims to filing for bankruptcy, they've got your back. You don't have to do it by yourself. Cadell Reynolds, call them at 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com for a free consultation. Cadell Reynolds, make the right call. Clint Turner going into the Arkansas Hall of Honor The Razorback Great will join us next. I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Know what else makes you an Arkansas Razorback fan? Going to the University of Arkansas. How about playing football for the team?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck's still going to call all the games this year. We're going to listen to you come in here and be tired, and 65% of you is better than 100% of everybody else. We'll take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks for making us part of your day. Don't forget, if you're watching games, do it at Walk-Ons. They got 60 TVs or more, every spot, every location. And while you're there, ask for a Flight by Yuengling. Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's only 95 calories. Premium refreshment, brewed from America's oldest brewery, Flight by Yuengling, where you can raise the bar. So we've got the Hall of Honor class.
We
Chuck,
do.
has been announced. You've been emceeing this for 60 or 70 years now.
Seems that. Yes, it does.
For a long time. They've moved it to the Walton Arts Center.
Yeah, it's been at the Walton Arts Center the last few years. It's had several kind of incarnations over the years. I mean, there was a time when it's been in Springdale at the Holiday Inn. It's been in Rogers at the Embassy. It's been, I think it's been at the Town Center. And now it's at the Walton Arts Center.
Clint Sterner and the late Ryan Mallett will be among 8 inductees.
This is a star-studded class. I mean, Mallett and Sterner, but, Dwight Stewart. Zach Cox is going in. Sierra Ricketts. James Rouse going. I mean, there's some stars going in.
Efforting Sterner, he does a show in the afternoons, and we were texting during his show yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There is an outside chance. They got home and the kids and things happened, and you
weren't at the top of his.
We're not. We
list.
lost priority status, as can happen in dad life, and we are well aware. We'll get him on eventually, I'm sure. But congratulations to him, Zach Cox. Is Zach Cox still playing? Or is he retired?
I don't think so. He's retired. I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard. It would have to be independent ball or something, and I don't think so.
Also, it seems like a long time coming for Dwight Stewart.
Yeah. I mean, there's here's the thing about the Hall of Honor, and they've dealt with this over the years, is there are so many people that deserve to be in there. But it's not just in like football, basketball, baseball, I mean, all the sports. And so you recognize all of them, as you should. I mean, there's so many athletes that are worthy. But that only leaves if you put 9, 10 people in there and you try to, make certain that all the sports are recognized. You've only got so many spots for a lot of the, players that would perhaps be more household names. And so it's tough to get them in. And that's why sometimes you do have players that are inducted and you think, well, what took them so long? But it's just a numbers deal.
By the way, we are getting some participation. You guys are no fun, just for the record.
Yeah.
But David, in the spirit of 2 truths and a lie about the upcoming
texts,
season.
Out of 50 texts, we have one.
And I'll explain it again. You just make 3 predictions. 2 of them you actually believe, and 1 of them you don't. And we got to guess which one you don't actually believe. And look, I know it's not that great. I know it's not that good of an idea. I know it's not this amazing game, and we're going to set the world on fire.
But
it's something. And I was just trying to have a good time in here today.
Just trying to be helpful.
Just trying. I mean, maybe lift somebody might be having a bad morning.
Well, David,
they might need to chuckle. They might need to leave some thought-provoking.
Okay.
Some thought-provoking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Easy for you to say.
Might need some thought-provoking, moment to like just kind of get them out of the dumps this morning.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, I'm just here to
Bart's
help.
ready. Bart's ready.
You get in line because David texted in.
All right.
I'm going to read his. He participated. I had to give some freaking lecture to get you guys to do crap.
I still haven't done anything.
Gosh dang. It's shocking. There's Chuck jumping out of the boat, swimming back to shore. I do not want to be on this birthday cruise, guys. Thanks for the invite. I got to get a little swim in. Okay, here's David. Taylor Green stays healthy, no injuries, and he's the best quarterback in the league. Number 2, Sam Pittman has a good season and gets to see another season. Number 3, Chuck goes in to kick the game-winning field goal against Notre Dame. 2 truths and a lie.
Well, obviously the lie is Taylor Green being the best quarterback.
Clearly.
Well, if it was If the ball was like placed inside the 1, I might have a chance of.
See,
banging through.
wasn't that fun?
Yeah, it was. It changed the course of my morning.
I've got one.
All right,
okay?
Bart. Yeah,
Okay.
you're a gamer. I can't believe that you wouldn't have been participating in this from Jump Street. What took so long?
Well, I needed to think of something.
What do you got? What do you got?
Arkansas will win at least 2 SEC games. The Razorbacks will pull 1 big upset. And there will be 0 clock malfunctions at War Memorial Stadium.
Good one. Good one. That's clever.
He had to throw it in there.
Did you see the way Bo smiled?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
see how you made Bo smile
Look
when
at
you
that.
did that? I mean, just the sheer joy
Look at that.
on Bo's
It's
face.
not that hard. I don't ask for much.
Yeah,
I don't ask
just
for much.
play along with me. Just play along with me.
Just be a decent human. Let's have a little humanity.
So which one's the lie?
Where's the humanity?
Well, the clock. I mean, clearly. The clock is malfunctioning now just thinking about the upcoming game.
That is like one of the certainties of playing there, it seems.
There will be a clock issue.
What will
there will be a Wi-Fi issue. There will be
This
a
is-
clock issue. There might be a plumbing issue. There might
This is-
be
right.
I hope they have enough water.
Yeah, there might be a water
Water's
issue.
the big thing. Water's the
This
big
is
thing.
borderline.
A turf issue.
This is borderline mean. But we could do a show on what will the issues be
Oh gosh.
at War Memorial Stadium.
We'd have enough
do a
to
show.
fill 3 hours.
Look at Edward. Oh,
I've got some for you too, Bo.
look at Edward.
Uh-oh,
Look at
Edward's playing too?
Oh, the joy. You guys
All
are
right.
just,
I mean, if we're gonna do it, let's
just-
do it.
Oh, stop. You guys are just too nice.
Look at the joy on this man's face.
You guys are
Please.
just too kind.
Yeah, go.
Bo is so happy.
All right, Bo.
Go ahead, Edward.
All right. Arkansas and Notre Dame will face off as undefeated opponents. Number 2, Eli Drinkwitz will mispronounce an Arkansas player's name in the pre-game press conference.
Oh, he could do that again.
Number
On
3,
purpose.
I would expect that.
Number 3, Arkansas will have 1 big upset like Bart mentioned. However, afterwards, Sam Pittman will not crave an old cold beer.
Okay, what was the first one?
Arkansas and Notre Dame will face off as undefeated opponents.
Ooh. Which one of these things does Edward not believe?
Well, it's Edward's truth. You know, that's the thing about it.
I'm gonna say Arkansas and Notre Dame will not be
Like
both
I'm actually
undefeated.
contemplating.
Chuck is like, this is the dumbest thing I've done in my entire career. Without question,
not what I'm
this
thinking.
is the dumbest
That's not
thing
what I'm thinking.
I have been involved with
That's
in
not what
my
I'm
entire
thinking.
Hall of Fame
No,
career.
that is not what I'm
and I
thinking.
did this show with this Mattingly cat,
It's not
and
the
he's
dumbest.
ruined me.
It's not the dumbest.
It's the only thing people will remember about my whole career. That and me kicking a game-winning field
That's
goal
right.
against Notre Dame.
Will they carry me off the field if I make the winning field goal
Yes.
against Notre Dame?
Yes.
Will they carry me off the field?
Absolutely,
Let's get an
Chuck.
AI image of that.
Absolutely.
All right,
I'll
which
put it
one?
up on the
Which
wall.
one is a lie, or do we have to guess?
You have to guess.
Okay.
Isn't that the spirit of the game?
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, one more time. Rip them off. one more time.
Arkansas and Notre Dame will face off as undefeated opponents.
It's a good one.
Elijah Drinkwitz will mispronounce. Elijah Drinkwitz
I've never seen Eli spell like
will
that.
mispronounce an
I'm not
Arkansas
trying to
player's
intentionally
name.
mispronounce
I
it.
love how you mispronounced his name.
That was the bit.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
good.
That's clever.
Arkansas will pull off a big upset. However, Sam Pittman will not crave an old cold beer after the game.
He'll crave an old cold beer if they pull off a big upset.
Your lie is the first one.
That's
No,
that's what I
Chuck
think.
sniffed it out.
Yeah.
What
Chuck
was it?
sniffed it out.
What?
If we pull off a big upset, Sam Pittman will crave an old cold
That's
beer.
Oh,
right.
you said won't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the lie?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
see?
tried to make it a little tricky.
Yeah. Well, but I see. It's such an easy
You know,
game.
Bart's was so obvious. With
I'm
the
not
lights,
challenged
you
by
know?
this. That's the thing. I'm not
Ah,
challenged.
you got excited though.
No, I
you
didn't.
got it right,
I
and you're
know.
like you went
Yeah.
you went like this. You went winner.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what though?
Winning.
Right
winning,
back, winner.
Winning.
You know, I hope Arkansas and Notre Dame are both undefeated when that game's played, because then it gives me a full week to air grievances at the SEC and the ESPN family of networks for the kickoff time of that game.
Well.
All right.
No, I will be even more furious.
Maybe they'll switch it. Maybe they'll switch it if they're both unbeaten. What do you think?
All right, Clint has emerged.
Oh, has
We'll
he?
do
Is
it
he
next. Yeah, well, I think he was always awake, but he was probably making pancakes. Back in a minute with Clint Sterner. Good morning. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yingling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yingling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yingling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, if you're struggling to get your Social Security disability, or you're buried in debt thinking about bankruptcy, don't wait. You need a legal team that knows how to fight for Arkansans.
That's why you can trust Cadell Reynolds. Bill Reynolds and his team know how to get results when it matters most. Whether it's personal injury, disability, or bankruptcy, they've got your back.
Dial 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com today.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Bo, and for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
My gosh, this pen is leaking all over.
Oh, that's a
What?
lonely
It's a
feeling.
brand new
I've done
pen.
that. You've been too
What if
you've
I've
been
been
too aggressive with that pen over there. Goes over manhandling this pen. It's getting ink all over him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Do you see the schedule note for next year in football?
I did. North Alabama replaces Charleston Southern. So make note of that as you plan your 2026 season.
Yeah, did you see who coaches?
Yes, I know him.
North Alabama. Yeah,
He was Tech. So, well, he was at Kansas when we were doing the documentary series with Les Miles.
Really?
Yes. So they fired their coordinator, offensive coordinator, mid-season, Les Koenig. And
did you have an inside seat for that?
Brent, actually, it's the first time I've ever seen somebody get fired.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I was sitting right there, not in the office, but like in the lobby of the office, and the door opened, and I heard the first few words of from Les to the other Les. And it was like,
did he say like, we're going to make a change, we're going in a different direction, or you're fired?
The words were this. I don't think I'm violating anything by saying this. These were the words. Man, I hate like hell to have to do that, and the door shut.
Yeah, well, somebody's getting fired.
I mean, when the door opened, and as you're walking in, that's what you say. And I'm like, that's how you fire somebody.
Yeah.
You don't sit down and talk about it. You just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And these football coaches, I mean, that's part of the deal. I guess that's what happens. They've done it before.
Yeah. You're going to get fired in all probability.
Yeah.
I mean, we focus on head coaches getting fired, but when a head coach gets fired, a lot of times everybody else gets fired too. And then sometimes you just make an in-season change like they did.
But it was awkward for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
But anyhow, so Brent Dearman was a GA or an analyst. He was an analyst, an offensive analyst. And he's like this bright, young mind, offensive like genius. Gus Malzahn, I remember Gus called him and congratulated him on getting the job, and we recorded it. It was on the show, and then Dearman goes out and offensively they just go off against Texas, and then lose the game late on a field goal. They couldn't hold them off at the end, and it didn't go particularly well after that for him in Kansas. But he's been an OC at Middle Tennessee, Florida Atlantic, and now the head coach at North Alabama. 40 years old, fiery guy. But I noticed that today. But yes, all the way back to Arkansas Tech.
Yeah,
from 2015 to 2017, he was the OC at Tech. Yeah.
Boy, these guys have some jobs,
Hey.
don't they? I mean, they just roll from job to job when they're young.
Listen, man. Yeah, it's that profession is really something. You got to love it. There's one thing that I don't think I would ever want to do, and that's be a college football coach.
Oh, it is a nomadic lifestyle. I mean,
at
if you
this
do
point
this
in
an
life-
entire career, it's 15, 20 stops.
I mean, listen, coaches get paid money. A lot of them make good money now. I don't think there's a single one of them in it for the money. They didn't start that way. I mean, you got to love it, man. I mean, it is a lifestyle. And it is a grind. And it is all year. And then you
that's
go
the
on
part.
vacation and something gets posted on social media and fans are like, what are you doing on vacation, man? Why don't you win more games? And you're like, oh my gosh. Really?
Well, I mean,
did you forget the part where you're human too? We lose all perspective.
Oh, absolutely.
When it comes to sports.
Just think about Sam Pittman for a second, right? Hutchinson Community College, right? And there were some small stops before that.
Career assistant.
But Northern Illinois, Cincinnati, Oklahoma, Western Michigan, Missouri, Kansas, back to Northern Illinois, North Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, Arkansas.
Yeah. And that's not atypical. I mean,
No,
it's not.
no, that's my point.
Yeah.
Is if you look at most head coaches, that's what their journey is going to look like.
What about Malzahn? I mean, just look at Malzahn.
Yeah.
He's been
Springdale
everywhere,
High
man.
School,
Hughes,
Arkansas, Tulsa,
Auburn, Arkansas
State,
Auburn again,
Auburn,
Central Florida,
UCF,
Florida State,
and now working for a guy that used to work for him.
You know, I was reading a thing about Gus the other day. I guess things were really bad at UCF because he said that if he had not been hired by Norvell to be the OC at Florida State, he was going to retire. That was it.
Well, I just think he was done with the whole setup.
Here's a fun game.
The way that it is now.
Well, what I'm saying is evidently at UCF there were some issues there too. Financial things like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Here's a fun game to play. I'm going to give you a coach's journey, and we'll see how quickly you can guess
you
want
to play games now.
Oh, okay.
And
You got your own little game.
Not only do you want to play a game, you forget my game. Let's play your game now.
I participated in your game.
Well, I mean, we're one and done.
So what do you
Chuck
got,
hasn't
Mark?
even gone yet.
Well, I mean, you know.
Well, we're just on
I was waiting on a better game.
We're just on the subject, okay?
Okay.
Syracuse, West Virginia, Ohio State, Navy, Michigan State, Houston Oilers, Toledo, Cleveland Browns.
Nick Saban.
Yes. Michigan State, LSU, Miami Dolphins, Alabama.
I knew that. I didn't know there was a buzzer.
Well,
That's
I mean,
what I
it's
said.
a game. It's a game.
How
There's a
quickly
winner
can
and a
you get
loser.
it?
It's a game. I wanted to
If you ain't-
win.
if you
I
ain't
jumped
first-
in there.
If you ain't first, you're last.
That's right. If you ain't first, you're last, babe.
You're last.
Ding, 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 ding,
That's
ding.
a lot, man.
It was a better game. What can I say?
The whole game.
Wow. Wow. There it is.
The whole game was
There it
to
is.
be uplifting and maybe help somebody out that wasn't having a good morning. And now I'm having a bad morning.
The tides have
Totally
turned.
crushed me. You just totally. I was out here trying to do good, and you just.
It just comes naturally to
Snuffed
Bart.
me
It
out
comes naturally
like a
to Bart.
Marlboro
Feel
Light.
the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft. No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
We never thought much about power outages until we had one during the worst possible time. As a busy mom, there are plenty of challenges in a day. But with Paschal, power outages don't have to be one of them. A whole home generator installed by the pros at Paschal gave me back my peace of mind. The process was easy and understandable. Now, I don't have to worry about losing power when storms arrive. Get a free estimate today and keep the power on with a whole home generator from Paschal. Professional people, professional service. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Would you like to go on a float trip with me this weekend?
No.
That would be a great way to
You
cap
and I
off
would,
summer.
if we were to go on a float trip together, we might not be as close of friends when we got back. I've been on float trips with people I care about. There's generally a fight at some point. I mean, there's going to be a fight.
Well, I think what would have to happen is we would have to be in our own kayaks for this to work.
Maybe different rivers, too.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
All right, the Hall of Honor this fall. Clint Sterner's in the class, along with several others, including late Ryan Mallett. And he just went into the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame, hosting a radio show in Houston afternoons. And
life is good for Clint Sterner.
As a young and growing family. And Arkansas great Clint Sterner with us now on the Chuck and Bo Show. Clint, good morning, my man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great, and I'm doing even better since I'm on with you guys, man. Two of my favorite all times, man, and not only favorites all time, but just really good dudes, man. You know as you get older, you guys know this obviously, and a lot of your listeners do it. You realize that people change over time. You have a little success, and you change, and which is all fine.
Yeah.
But I'm into folks that are the same people that I met a long time ago, and you two guys definitely slide in that category, man. So good to be on with y'all.
Well, I say the same thing about
Clint,
you, man.
Same thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
so it's weird because we're not that far apart in age. Because when I came here, I was 22 and Clint was playing, and so I'd be around these guys all the time. And I kind of feel like I sort of grew up with them, and but also I'm so proud of your journey and everything you went through and all the achievements, and I'm glad that you're getting recognized for that. And I know that's not something you walk around thinking about, but I also see how much you appreciate it.
Well, there's no doubt, Bo. I mean, for me, I've just never, and maybe this is why I was able to have a little bit of success, but, I just never viewed myself as a guy that would one day be in a Hall of Fame, or, a guy that even in the moment, could get comfortable being the starter and beat my own chest and, hey, I belong here and this was what I was meant to do. And I was just never one of those guys. Now, I wish there were times I wish I was. I wish I was maybe a little more talented or felt I belonged a little bit more, but I was always, worrying about somebody taking my job and worrying about having success and making sure that I flipped every stone in preparation to give our team a chance to win, and never slowed down to think about this kind of thing, man. And for this to be happening, I'm sure it's special for everybody, but for me, it's just something that I've just never viewed myself as a Hall of Fame caliber potential or Hall of Fame caliber player, man. So to have it happen is super cool, man.
It's interesting, Clint. One of the things that, to me anyways, always marked your time here is your relationship with the fans. They loved you from the get-go. I mean, you were one of the favorites from the very beginning. I wonder what it was like for a kid, and you were a kid then from Texas, to come to Arkansas and suddenly you're the quarterback of an SEC team and people are following your every move and they love you. What was that experience like and the relationship with the fans like?
Well, it's interesting because we all say it, right? Is Arkansas is one of, if not the most unique fan base, and definitely one of, if not the most passionate fan base. We just happen to be a little bit smaller of a state than everybody else, so we don't necessarily get the love and the respect that we deserve. But if you've been there and you've experienced it, and not necessarily the way I experienced it, but if you've been there consistently as a fan or in the media or as in administration. For any amount of time, then you understand at the very least how unique it is. And depending on how how much success your team has or what area you played in, then you experience some of the most rabid fans in the world. And so, obviously I agree with you. I was one that was more well liked by the fan base, more well respected by the fan base. I think I think some of what I just told you earlier about how I came up and kind of how I viewed myself, I think the state of Arkansas can relate to that. I definitely came out of blue-collar America, a blue-collar family, believe in hard work, love being the underdog, love being doubted. And I think Arkansas people in general can relate to that, feel that, and I think that's part of the reason that they took to me. And then we won a few football games, so that always helps a little bit. And I found out, guys, a lot about for me how the state really feels and how they really hurt and how they really feel joy with you through my career. I think I maybe more so than a lot. Some guys felt, boy, we just weren't very good, so the fans didn't respond well. And then you have the Mallets of the world that were good dang near the second they stepped on the field, and everybody responded really well. I experienced both ends of it. And so I think that's another reason why they can relate and respect and appreciate.
We think back, and there's been a lot done. The True Character documentary, Redemption on Hogs Plus. There's been a lot that's taken us back to the Houston Nutt era, your era, at Arkansas. And I just want to know, thinking back, the way it was, and Chuck was talking about, the fans and all that and loving you, but what's different now? Or what have you seen change over the years for maybe the way that it was then and where we are? And I know you have a talk show in the afternoons, and you talk about NIL and all this stuff and in the state of college football, as well as, you're in an NFL town. But, I don't want to lose that as a fan, of the game. And it was just different back then, the way I felt like fans were connected to players. Nothing against what's going on now, but I just wonder what that perspective is like for you.
Yeah, it's interesting, man, because I think they can, and I do want them to find a way for players to get paid, guys to be allowed to transfer, but where it's not just the wild, wild west. So I hope that gets straightened out. Part of going through this particular process with the Hall of Honor, I've had some conversations with folks, and I think one thing that I didn't think of that's kind of come to front of mind, if you will, was that I'm going to be one of probably the last 5 quarterbacks max. I'd say 4. Well, hell, Mallett's going in with me, so I'd say 3. I'm going to be one of the last 3 or 4 quarterbacks that go in having been a Razorback for 4 years and having experience what you're talking about, Bo, of college. Hey, I'm committing to the school. I am a hog. I'm not going to chase money. I'm not going to transfer when it doesn't go my way. I'm one of the last few guys of that era, that generation, that are going to go into this Hall of Honor having that experience. And unfortunately, I don't think, Bo, I don't think there's any return to that. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think we lose college football, but I don't think it's ever going to happen to where you have guys that are raised in the state of Arkansas, and maybe even outside of Arkansas, but raised in the state of Arkansas, and all they want to do is go to the University of Arkansas and play football. And then they go there, have success, and stay for 4 years or for 3 years until they go to the NFL and hang an Arkansas helmet on their wall and have that level of pride. I just don't think – I think those days are over, man. I think the game has changed.
Clint, I got to ask you, I've asked former players this. If the transfer portal had been around back then, how many of your teammates, maybe you, maybe just the guys that ended up wearing the uniform for 4 or 5 years, how many would have actually stuck around, during that period?
It's funny, Chuck, because I would have, and I'm not saying this because I'm talking to y'all, because I'm talking to Arkansas. I would have been one of the dummies that didn't, because of my loyalty to the Hog and to the state and to the program and to the guys. But look, the reality of it is, this is college football. The adults always screw it up, right? It does, and that's one thing that hasn't changed. This has been the same forever.
That's sports in general, right? Youth sports, all of it. Yeah.
Yes, the adults screw it up, and the problem is not that they're getting paid and that they can transfer. The problem is that anybody at any time can, and the money has gotten so out of hand that if I had a kid right now, it would be my duty to tell the kid, I don't care how much you love the school, I don't care how much you love the coach, I don't care. You've got to get in the portal just to force their hand to maximize your earning potential.
That's
Like the whole maximizing your earning potential has gone from year 3 or 4 in the NFL, right, and holding out after playing really good football to year 2 or 3 in college. I mean, that is just the reality of what we're talking about such a large sum of money. I mean, hell, I'm still where I am sitting right now in my life. And I'm not rich or wealthy by any means, but I've been very comfortable since I was 18 years old, and I've been extremely comfortable since I was 22 years old. And Jerry Jones gave me an opportunity in Dallas, and over my time in Dallas, I probably made a little over $1 million, and it absolutely changed my life. It absolutely changed my life. Like, I never experienced the things that everybody else does when you graduate college. You got to go get a real job, and you got to start paying for your own car, and you got to pay for your own insurance. And oh hell, man, how am I going to pay rent? Better not get in that apartment. Like, I never experienced it because I was fortunate and was able to make $1 million+ my first 2 or 3 years out. Kids are doing that now as sophomores in college, so we can't as adults expect them not to take that leap and make and maximize their earning potential. The adults in the room have to right the ship here and figure out a way to make this all make sense.
Clint Sterner's with us, going into the Hall of Honor, 5th all-time Arkansas career passing, mostly called his own pass plays, 7,400 yards. I kid, but maybe give us a story on you calling your own play and then coming back over to the sideline and what maybe you told H or what he told you.
Well, I mean, I think, look, the best one is more. I didn't call the play necessarily, but I changed the route, and it was a touchdown against Tennessee to take the lead in Fayetteville, the redemption game. I mean, it was one of those where, first and foremost, I mean, you know, I owe the world to Houston Nutt for simply trusting me, especially in hindsight, because I think, you know, talking to the late great Dean Weber before he passed away, I asked Dean one time. I said, Dean, what's the difference? What was because it seemed like the wheels kind of came off. Whether it was off the field trouble or it was never getting a quarterback to you know, that he trusted in his system the way he trusted me, or you know, needless to say, I go back and he was and the point is Houston Nutt trusted us, and we didn't take advantage of that trust. We applied it to football, and we were better because of where I think ultimately down the road people started taking advantage of it. But anyway, I say the point of the story is Houston had an unbelievable amount of trust for me, and so. Anytime I changed the play, he ended up being okay with it. Whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, he ended up okay with it. But a lot of the times I'd be in the middle of changing the play, and he'd be like, no, he'd be on the sideline. He's throwing his hands up, no. And then I'd throw a go route to Anthony Lucas for a touchdown. He'd say, hell yeah. so yeah, I mean, but the Tennessee game, the game came, the play came in. It was one of our favorite plays. It was race deuce, hop hay, past 26, double post. X7 bend, and Anthony would almost run a post, and he would bend back to the sideline, and I just throw it high to the sideline, and every time it was a 20-yard gain. Well, we ran a play a couple plays earlier, and I knew that their middle safety was getting horny, and he was jumping that underneath post, and he had his eyes in the backfield. He had his eyes in the backfield and was reading run, and so I thought we had a chance to get him. And when I came up off that play action, he had bit down, man, and I knew we had him. So that's probably the biggest, you know, I just changed the route. Houston called the play, and that's probably the biggest one that everybody remembers.
It was a beautiful marriage, man. The whole thing, when Houston came in, you guys as players, I mean, what an era, and what a great time to look back on. I want to ask you about this. You know, I'm trying to remember, we've done your story, and I can't remember. You didn't have a ton of offers like Arkansas coming out of high school, and you get one at Arkansas. And so 2 things, I guess, but in the same lane. To have a school, Danny Ford to offer you, to get that scholarship, to go somewhere where you're wanted. You know, you're not having to talk yourself into being there. They wanted you. And then for Houston to come along and just sort of be the guy that he is, all the positivity, the encouragement, you just embraced that, like the opportunity. But then when he got here, I mean, from a confidence standpoint, did that take you to another level? Did we lose Clint?
I think so.
I got you. I got
Oh,
you. now.
okay.
I got you.
Okay. Did you hear me?
I heard you. I didn't hear the ending of your question.
Yeah. When Houston got here, did that kind of give you another shot in the arm of confidence? Like, you were always confident, you were always motivated, but it just seemed like you really embraced being a Razorback, and then it went to another level when he got here.
Well, Bo, I mean, I'm glad you. I was always confident. I was always motivated. You're spot on. That's just been my life, right? I've never wavered from that. But what I embraced what I appreciated and embraced in both situations you're talking about with Danny Ford and Houston Nutt was all I've ever asked for was give me a chance to compete and coach me. That's all I ever want you to do. That's the way I am today. And when I took this radio gig in Houston, I said, obviously I was competing because hell, I was offered the job. But when we got there, I said, hey, man, I'm not taking this job unless you coach me. I've never done full-time radio. If you don't agree to coach me on a daily, weekly basis, then I'm not taking the job. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I want to be coached, and I hang my ego at the door. I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm gonna be a tough coach sometimes. But hell, who wants a pushover, right? So, I mean, that was always my deal. Was let me compete, and I'll handle the rest. And both of those guys let me do that. Both of them let me know out of the gate, hey, man, you can come here and compete, is what Danny Ford said. You can compete the day you step on campus. And then when Houston stepped in, I knew I had a pretty good stronghold on the position at the time. The other guys that were better than me were younger, and so I knew I had a shot. But he said, hey, man, you're gonna be able to compete. It's gonna be an open competition. And pretty quickly he said, Clint, you're my guy. And we moved on. But that's LSU was the other school that it came down to for me, between Arkansas and LSU. And that ultimately, Bo, was the difference. I went to LSU, and I liked LSU. It was closer to home. But I went there, and they pulled me in an office and said, here's our plan for you. We're going to redshirt. You're going to, they just signed a junior college All-American. You're going to redshirt, and then you're going to, we'll let you compete by your redshirt sophomore year. And I said, what? You kidding me? And then I go to Arkansas and I watched Pete Burks and the team play, and I knew I had a pretty good chance. But then they said, "Hey, no, you're competing the minute you step on campus." And I said, "Okay, that's an easy decision. Let me call my mom and dad and tell them I'm coming to Arkansas."
That's great. That's a fun story.
That is.
And here you are, man. I think it worked out okay.
It's been a pretty good year for you. It's been a good year.
It has. It has, boys. It's been a good year, man. Again, I can't emphasize enough, man, how I've just never thought of myself in this light, and then here I am too, with my wife, my two little girls, and y'all know my mom and my family and everybody that supported me back then is able to come in and enjoy the time. And so yeah, man, it's been a phenomenal year, and signed a new contract down here with work, and so that's good. And man, I tell you another part of it before I get off with you guys is I've it seems like I've been asked a couple of times, and maybe there's a little sensitivity around, me going in with another great quarterback in Ryan Mallett. And I want to let it be known, and I'll let it be known the night of and every time I talk. I am honored and blessed and lucky as hell to be associated with Ryan Mallett in any way that I possibly can be. And to go in the same night that Ryan Mallett is, I'm not worried about any kind of shine being on or off of me or on him or anything like that, man. I am honored and blessed, and I wouldn't have it any other way, man. He turned out to be a really good friend of mine. I've got some good Ryan Mallett stories that I think the good Lord made happen, and so I just want to make it loud and clear that I am more than excited to take this journey and then make this step with 015, man. It's special.
Well, one of the many things I've always admired about you is I've never heard you be jealous or compete like that with anybody else. You've always competed with you. Nobody had to lose for you to win. You were just going to do what you do. And I think that's one of the reasons that you've had all the success you've had the career you've had, and why you're going to continue to be a great dad. Of how old are our daughters now?
Man, we're 1.5 and 3.5, and I got the blonde hair, blue eyed little manipulator at 3.5 that is just pushing every boundary, and then I've got my second one, Lainey, boys, is me all over again, man. I mean, she's got I mean, just round as can be, a thick little sucker running around here with a gap in her front teeth, and I mean, she is
awesome.
She's throwing food like I was throwing a football. She's throwing it across the room. So it is good, man. It is. Life is good, and I'm looking forward to seeing you boys in I guess at that Notre Dame game.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it. Congratulations. We're happy for you.
Thank you, Clint.
Thank you, brother. Y'all be good. Bo and Chuck, love y'all, man.
All
Y'all
right,
be
man.
careful.
You too, man. Take care. Clint Sterner, Razorback great, going in the Hall of Honor.
He is so good. I mean, it's like Sterner just starts talking. It's like, all right, everybody shut up. Just let Sterner talk for a while.
He's the best, man.
He's like talking to your cousin or your neighbor down the street. I mean, he's
he is as real as real gets, man.
He is. I love it.
It's 8:22, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. We're a little bit over our head here, but we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
As a play-by-play announcer, my eyes are everything. I need to see every detail on the field to call the game the right way. So when cataract started affecting my vision, I knew I couldn't wait. I went to Dr. Betts and the team at McDonald Eye Associates. And truthfully, I wish I'd done it years ago. The difference is incredible. The whole experience was professional, easy, and honestly life-changing. If your vision's holding you back, take it from me. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule your appointment with McDonald Eye Associates today.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Bo. And for me, business comes down to working with people I like and can count on. And that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They do what they say, they're on time, and when they're done, it's like they were never there and you have a brand new roof. Built with expert craftsmanship and the best materials. When it comes to commercial or residential roofing, get the customer care Teamwork Roofing and Construction offers. Check them out on their Facebook page, Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I think it's an outstanding schedule. With that, everybody, that gives the University of Arkansas one hell of an opportunity. And we've got a good football team, too. They have to play Arkansas, too, now.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
And always great catching up with Clint Sterner. Good people, man. We talk about good people all the time on this show. Like our advertising partners, when we started doing this show, one of our big things was we're going to partner with people that we like. And we can say that about everybody that we do that with. And that's, I guess, part of the benefit of being around a long time.
That's
Chuck.
right. That's
You
right.
know people. They
Well,
know
you get
and
older, and it's
yeah.
like, I'm not dealing with that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how we feel about Teamwork Roofing and Construction. These are people I've known for a long time that have built great businesses because of their relationships and the kind of people they are that want to do repeat business. And you need a roof, you need whether it's construction, lots of houses, one house, a re-roof, maybe you've had damage. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, they're the crew to call. They're the people you can depend on, you can count on. You know it's going to get done right, and they're going to communicate with you throughout the entire process. Do what they say they're going to do. They use all the best materials. They're certified in all the best materials, like Malarkey Shingles, for example. Check out their Facebook page. You can look at the work they've done, videos, pictures. It's all right there. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. Another good dude right here. Sterling in Center Ridge. Sterling, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. You know, y'all was talking about Clinton and how it really is. You know, Clinton bat Bradley one night, ended up in Center Ridge. Okay.
There's a story there.
I don't know if we can tell this. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I ain't going to tell all of it, but I just tell they ended up at Center Ridge at the Redden reception at Catholic Point one time, and you know, it was after their playing days, but I just give you an idea that, you know, when they show up there, you know, they're a big deal. You know, this Clint is Pat Bradley at a wedding reception in Center Ridge at Catholic Point, and they just fit, you know, they just walk in there, you think they grew up there. I mean, after a while, the aura of being who they are leaves, and they just like everybody else. And I think about that about Pittman a lot too. And y'all play that bite when you come back, and he says, now they got to play the University of Arkansas too. That's one of those statements right there. It's about like that Mallet statement that done to me. And when he said that does something to me. That fires me up. Now they got to play us too. Like, you know, you're going to have to deal with something when you play us. And I mean, it sounds legit. You know, it don't sound like he's just blowing smoke. I mean, when it comes out of his mouth, it sounds real. And that would bring me to this question. And I never thought about this until y'all played that bite. And I know I done heard it 1,000 times, but just this morning it hit me different. Can this team possibly be 4-0 going to the Notre Dame?
There we go.
Is that a legitimate possibility?
Here we go. Everybody's starting to believe a little bit.
Why not?
About to turn. The calendar's about to flip to August.
I mean, there's only one upset in there, and I know it's a big one. It's in Oxford. It's at Ole Miss, but I mean, it's
right.
Do we think that's like, you know, insurmountable, impossible? And we got to see him play, but I'm telling you, I know people scoff at this, and that's fine. I can make fun of you too, but I don't like. Why be so down? There are unknowns about this team, but some of the things that you know are exciting. Starting with the quarterback and the guy coaching them for a second straight year, and the track record of what he's done with those guys.
I'm as excited. I'm as excited about the other side of the ball. I mean, we talk a lot about.
Well, it's just easy to be familiar with that.
I didn't mean to
But
interrupt you there,
no.
Sterling. Sorry.
No. You're the legend. I mean, anytime.
Don't
The
ever
guys-
forget it.
You know, and I looked at, you know, I made a commitment before I looked at the schedule to do something that Saturday morning which it don't prevent me from watching the game, but it prevents me from going to the game. And I've been kind of debating whether I should back out or not. But, you know, you need to back out the earlier the better.
Do you need us to
And I
write a
was
note?
thinking- And I was thinking, if we start off 4-0, could that time be changed? And you know me, I had to look at the schedule, and I don't see no window where Georgia and Alabama's that night game for ABC. And the ESPN, they don't have as of right now, they don't have no 6 o'clock game. They got a 9:15 game at BYU in Colorado, so it looks like I'm stuck at 11 o'clock.
I don't think that's going to change. I'll tell you this: if both of them are 4-0, it'll be as hyped an 11 a.m. game as you'll find, and that'd be fun if it happens. But I don't think it's going to change.
A great injustice.
Yeah, this was
to all of college football.
Thank you, Sterling. Have a good day.
Sterling. Always good to hear from you, man.
Great injustice. I demand answers from the people responsible.
Okay. Well, how's that going?
It's
Are
not
you
going
getting a
very-
lot of answers?
No, I'm not.
Are you getting
to the bottom of it?
I'm just saying I demand the answers.
If you
Because
want to,
that's just disgraceful.
if you want to bet the win total on SEC games, 2.5.
2.5.
Overall, 5.5. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Where you download the app, new customers get $1,000 in bonus bets. Also, new and existing customers, 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays and same-game parlays. Your parlay with odds of plus 1,000 can turn into a parlay of odds plus 1,100. So check out all the details on the Oaklawn Sports app, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Bet with the brand you trust. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. It's 8:33. Good morning, Chuck and Bo Show. The two best guys in mediocre sports radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At the Stonebreaker Hotel, we believe in the art of gathering, whether over a thoughtfully prepared meal or a quiet moment on Markham Hill. Start your day with breakfast classics from the all-day menu, served from 7:30 to 1. Savor shareable bites from the bar and lounge menu until 10. And let the dinner menu from 5 to 9 bring familiar flavors with a fresh twist. And for a weekend well spent, how about brunch? Rooted in connection, designed for comfort. Learn more at stonebreakerhotel.com.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
about we start with the best pro prospect in the SEC, Ross? That's Taylor Green out of Arkansas at the quarterback position. When you watch him play, Ross, funny, Ross, after the show, I heard from
I got my hands on a skinny can this weekend. I don't know what it is about skinny cans, but it's just better.
You got a little hand.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Thank you, Chuck.
You
Thank
are
you for
most
and
welcome.
thank you for the gloves that you got me for Christmas.
Yeah, they're nice. I had a hard time finding
Well, yeah.
small size.
I mean,
like
well, you
that.
just got to go into the kids section. You know, you just got to learn how to do it. You know, got to know where.
What a large child.
Where you're going? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it was quite nice the day that you took me shopping, and it was clearly people thought it was a father-son experience. So I appreciate Dad, you and Dad, you and Clay, Uncle Chuck and my dad Clay, just walking me through Dillard's.
That's right. Hold in your
And
hand.
then, where's the kids section? We got to get Bo some gloves.
Don't run off.
Hey, Taylor Green, this came up. Emory Hunt Jr. is an analyst for CBS Sports, football analyst, and he's one of these guys that really does a deep dive on like every level of football, and then talks about trends, things he's seeing, and out of nowhere, he's on this Ross Tucker podcast, and I'm going to set this up by taking you back to last week. So a week ago, he's on this podcast, and he says this about Taylor Green.
How about we start with the best pro prospect in the SEC, Ross? That's Taylor Green out of Arkansas at the quarterback position. When you watch him play, Ross, you may see glimpses of Randall Cunningham. Maybe that's a little bit too old for the folks, right? So let's go Vince Young. Maybe that's a little bit too old for the folks. How about Colin Kaepernick, right? That's more recent. But at the end of the day, he does fit the mold of all three of those guys. 6'6", 230, probably runs 4, 5, and 7 steps with that long stride he has, and he's working with Bobby Petrino. And this is the second season he's worked with Bobby Petrino. We saw that before, an athletic quarterback that was kind of raw, flashed in his first year, but then got that second year with Bobby Petrino. It was Lamar Jackson at Louisville. So I think Taylor Green is being criminally underrated in terms of NFL draft prospect. I have him as the top quarterback prospect in the SEC.
So we had him on the show, Chuck, like the next day.
Right.
And he went on and on, backing all this up. Well, then, let me make sure I get this clip right. He went back on the Ross Tucker podcast this week, and here's what he said about this announcement that he made to the world about Taylor Green. What happened after that became known?
Funny, Ross, after the show, I heard from multiple scouts, phone calls, like, hey, man, you actually nailed the Taylor Green comparison. We just want to see a little bit more growth and consistency from him, but you can't deny the look, the athleticism, and what he put on tape last year. Now, they also said, I don't agree with you about, this player or that player, but this one, you nailed. And I was like, all right. So it was like, yeah, he's somebody we've definitely been tracking.
I mean, that's pretty interesting to me. There's like Taylor has to grow, and he's got to make improvements, obviously from last year. But what I think we've been saying for all of last season and the offseason is, man, there looks like there's a lot of upside there. It looks like there's a lot of potential. Now, what does that become this year? But one of the reasons I get excited about the season is that potential upside coming to life.
That is the reason I'm excited about the season. And that's no disrespect to anybody else, player, coaches, whatever. But that's the reason I'm excited. We all try to simplify things. If a guy does this, he'll be great. If he can't do this, he won't be. With Taylor, a lot of it is centered around accuracy issues. And, if you want to break it down and make it simple and easy to understand, if his accuracy improves, this guy's got a chance to be great. He mentioned Lamar Jackson there. And I'm not going to suggest that Taylor Green's going to turn into Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to suggest that. But I will say this. I watched Lamar Jackson as a freshman. I didn't think Lamar Jackson would become then what Lamar Jackson's become now. His issues were just like what Taylor Green's are. He couldn't throw accurately. He could do everything else, but he couldn't throw accurately. But now he's arguably, he's one of the best that's ever played. And again, I'm not suggesting that's going to happen with Green, but I will say this: if his accuracy improves, look out. That's a big if. If it doesn't improve, probably in the same boat we were at the end of the season last year.
It's fun to think about. And
but if it improves, this team will win more than 6 or 7 games.
Well, and that's not from Chuck and Bo. That's somebody who has no rooting interest at all in the Razorbacks, evaluating Taylor Green. And I found that really interesting. So here's fall camp. It's coming. Pittman's going to meet with the media on Thursday. He'll be with us on the show Thursday morning. And then they're going to practice Friday morning. First practice, 6:20 a.m. We got to do the show down there Friday morning. Wouldn't that be great? Just the sound of whistles and yelling. And I don't know if I'll let it happen, but maybe we can send Bart down there for the open portion of practice.
It's on Thursday?
Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Friday
I was going to
morning.
make a comment about Jackson could go, but he's not here today.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
Jackson's a no call, no show today.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, you want to guess? Let's get into some guesses.
I'm going to assume
on where Jackson the intern is today.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess phone died. Probably didn't spend the night at home. she promised to ride and it didn't happen.
There's going to be a story.
It was the perfect storm. It was the perfect storm.
I was the same way. When I was that age, I would make up a story. It's like, well, they'll believe that.
Sakes.
And it's like, nobody in the room believes you, man.
Here's what we don't have. If you want to be honest, and we can say this because Jackson's not here. The fact that he ever showed up once for this gig, interning at the 5:30, especially after Edward made him come in the middle of the night to start
here at 3:30 in the morning.
And then,
not true.
And then we put him on the air. We run him down there to the hog pen line, and everything's real exciting. And then we just that was all. And then he came in and he goes like, "Wow, where's all the fun? I don't even get to do anything fun anymore. I think I'll stay home." This date sounds really good on a Monday night. Just wait till Monday Night Football. 8:46. Good morning.
Do you think Kim Mulkey could operate a jackhammer?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
We never thought much about power outages until we had one during the worst possible time. As a busy mom, there are plenty of challenges in a day. But with Paschal, power outages don't have to be one of them. A whole home generator installed by the pros at Paschal gave me back my peace of mind. The process was easy and understandable. Now, I don't have to worry about losing power when storms arrive. Get a free estimate today and keep the power on with a whole home generator from Paschal. Professional people, professional service. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, if you're struggling to get your Social Security disability, or you're buried in debt thinking about bankruptcy, don't wait. You need a legal team that knows how to fight for Arkansans.
That's why you can trust Cadell Reynolds. Bill Reynolds and his team know how to get results when it matters most. Whether it's personal injury, disability, or bankruptcy, they've got your back.
Dial 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com today.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call. There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Summer storms and heavy rains can sneak up fast, so make sure your gutters are ready to handle it all. Hog Trough Gutters, locally owned and operated with 30 years of experience, installs seamless gutters made on site to protect your home. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job is hydro tested, and each one comes with a 20-year warranty. Proudly serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And if you're outside those areas, just give them a call or a text. Schedule your free inspection today at hoggutters.com.
So I spent yesterday. You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When Chuck and I started the show, he said we want to deal with smart people, smarter than us. It's going to take a while for them to show up because they've been dumbed down, but they'll show up.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, I don't know about you guys, but my AC's getting a workout, and I would imagine everybody's is this
100%.
week. It's going to break before the week's over, but not yet. Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric's ready, and if you're a partner with Pascal, you're ready too. The thing about Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric is they keep you humming year-round, whether it's the hottest day in the summer, the coldest day in the winter. You've got the peace of mind of knowing that your system's running correctly, you're going to be comfortable, and there's not going to be a surprise when you get home from work today. That's the Pascal difference. That's what dealing with professionals is all about. They are professional people. It is professional service, and you can schedule your appointment at gopascal.com.
Andy Staples, who I respect and I think does a great job covering college football, has come out with his opinion on the top 10 offensive coordinators in college football. And I will say, he knows more about a lot of these guys than I do. But there is an omission on the list, and you can guess who it might be. But I'll give you the list. Will Stein, Oregon, number 1. Mike Denbrock, Notre Dame, number 2. Shannon Dawson, Miami. Mike Shanahan, Indiana. Garrett Riley, Clemson. Andy Kotelnicki, Penn State. Marcus Arroyo, Arizona State. Buster Faulkner, Georgia Tech. Jake Spavital, Baylor. Drew Cronick, Navy. Is Bobby Petrino not better than any of these guys?
Well, they always, I say always, tend to go with the young up-and-comers, you know.
Yeah.
Coach Petrino, from a national perspective, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I mean, you know, he's getting on up there, and in some people's minds, I'm sure he's yesterday's news, and that's just kind of how it works in the real world. But I think we know better.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trade him.
The Navy OC was a
yeah.
triple option, baby.
The other thing, too, is when they make these lists, you can't make a list and not have it be somewhat controversial.
Well,
like, what's the point of making
it's that
it if
guy's
you're not getting
opinion.
well, and they're
Just
also
like the
getting
opinion on Taylor
conversations
Green.
going.
You know, yes.
But I wouldn't. I don't think Arkansas. I don't know of an Arkansas fan that would trade their OC for anybody.
Well, people remember. You know, I mean, they those were great days.
Yeah.
You know, those were great days.
Well, there's
There
been
were a
some
lot of
great
wins.
moments since then too, and we might have one of those years offensively to talk about. We might have one of those really good years. We'll see. There's something else I was going to mention on the way out the door here. Oh, well, we didn't really talk about Ryan Sandberg passing away at 65.
you know,
Sad.
for a generation of Cubs fans, their favorite player died yesterday. I mean, he was every Cub fan, and I'm not a Cub fan, but I respect Sandberg. Every Cubs fan that I know from that era, he was their favorite player.
Deion Sanders announced yesterday that he underwent surgery to remove his bladder after doctors discovered a tumor there, and that since the surgery, there have been no traces of cancer, but his whole life's changed because of this surgery. You know, it's a very different life for him right now.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
But he's
I can
not
only
retiring. A lot of people thought he was going to leave coaching, and he's not.
Reports of his demise greatly exaggerated.
Just like AI's and yours.
Yeah.
We'll be back and try to do better tomorrow. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. Have a great Tuesday.
Why deal with the stress of commercial travel when you can fly on your schedule with Jet Aircraft? No TSA lines, no baggage claim, no waiting around. Just you and your crew flying in comfort and style. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a golf trip, or planning your football travel for the fall, Jet makes it easy. Seats up to 9 with a full bar, custom catering, and plenty of space. Visit Jet NWA for pricing and more. That's Jet with 2 T's.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the